Hello, my friends, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amy. I create beginner-friendly stretching and yoga videos to help you become more flexible and feel better in your body. Today, we're going to be doing a stretching series on the ground. This one's going to help you wind down and release tension after a long day. We will be in pigeon pose in the middle of the practice. So if you have a blanket or a pillow that you can use to put underneath your hip while you're in pigeon pose, be sure to grab it. When you're ready, meet me on your back, lying down in a comfortable position. Allow your body to come to rest in this present moment. Breathing in and exhaling out any worries you might have, thoughts about the past or about the future. Just let them go and find yourself in this present moment, wherever you are. Breathing deeply in through the nose and exhale to sigh out any tension through the mouth. With every exhale, allowing your body to find an even more comfortable position here. Noticing where you might be holding on to tension and trying to release as best you can. And on your next inhale, take your right knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then guide that knee in a circle, opening up through the hip. With every inhale, breathing more space into that hip. Go ahead and reverse, taking your knee in the other direction. And go ahead and find some stillness. Squeeze the knee into the chest and then extend the leg long overhead. Doesn't matter if you can't get it straight. Wherever you are, perfectly fine. To advance the stretch, you can walk the hands up the back of the leg, gently bringing the leg towards your chest. Rebend through your right knee and gently, slowly guide the knee over to the left side, coming into a twist here. Your right arm can cactus out to the side, opening up through the front of the shoulder and the chest area. And if you like, you can gaze up and over to the right shoulder here. Breathing into the stretch, noticing if you're holding any tension, perhaps in your jaw. Try to release it. On your next breath, engage the core to bring the knee up through center. We'll take a quick counter twist over to the other side, dropping your right knee towards your right side now. Opening up through the right hip even more. And then extend your right leg long. Shake it out a little bit, and we'll switch over to the other side. So bringing left knee into chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then guide your left knee into those big circles here to wake up through the left hip. Relaxing your forehead, your jaw, and switching to the other direction. The next time you find center, guide your left knee over to your right side, coming into a twist. Cactusing the left arm out to the side, gazing up to your left shoulder. On your next breath, bring your knee back through center, and then take it over to the left side to come into the little bit of a counter here, opening up through the left hip flexor, the left inner thigh. And we'll bring the knee back to center, give it a little squeeze, and then extend the leg up overhead, coming into a hamstring stretch. Last breath. We'll release that foot down to the mat, coming into a figure four stretch. Let's take the right ankle over the left knee. Hang out here if that's enough for you, or to deepen the stretch, grab the left leg, bring it into your chest, flexing through your right foot. Breathing into your right hip. With every exhale, seeing if you can bring your leg a little closer, perhaps pressing out that right knee and deepening the stretch. On your next breath, left foot finds the mat, right foot meets it, and then we cross the left ankle over the right knee, coming into a figure four stretch on the other side. Reach through and grab the right leg to advance the pose, using your left hand to press your left knee away from you. One more stretch here on our backs. releasing the cross of your legs, giving your knees a little squeeze in, and let's find a happy baby pose, grabbing the outsides of your legs or your feet if that's within reach. Think about driving your knees down to the ground, and you could add a gentle rock from side to side to open up through the low back. Find stillness. Release your legs or your feet. Extend your legs out long, your arms out long, reaching through the fingertips and the toes to make your body as long as you can. And release. Roll to one side to find a fetal position. We're slowly going to make our way up to seated. Taking your time to get there. And then come on over to an all fours position. Fix your wardrobe. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, extending through the crown of the head. And we're going to take some hip circles here. So sitting down and back and around. Think about making a big circle with the hips. This is also going to stretch out your wrists. We'll take one more in this direction and then switch over the other way. On your next breath, coming back to your all fours position, cat-cow now. So inhale to look up, tailbone up, opening through the chest. Exhale, gaze down towards the ground, rounding through the upper back. A few more rounds like this. Take them at your own speed. On your next inhale, finding all fours position, neutral spine, crown of the head long. Inhale to reach your right fingertips up to the sky, and exhale to thread them through, coming onto your right shoulder here. Stay here or lift your left fingertips up to the sky. And if you like, allow the left fingertips to travel down your back to open up even more through the left shoulder. Breathing here into both shoulders. Allowing the crown of your head to be heavy on the ground. Releasing any tension in your forehead or your jaw. On your next inhale, left fingertips reach up to the sky. Left hand plants on the ground. Right fingertips unravel to reach up. And then sit back into some giant arm circles here, looking back at your fingertips, following your fingertips with your gaze, exaggerating a big arm circle here, waking up through the shoulder. And we'll take one more. allowing the right hand to plant, maybe giving your hips a little wiggle from side to side. And then we'll switch over and do that on the other side. Left fingertips up, reaching. Exhale to thread them through, coming onto your left shoulder. Stay here or reach right fingertips up to the sky. And if you like, allowing those fingertips to travel down your back. Taking a few deep breaths here. I think there's an ant in my ear. Oh no. One more breath in. Unravel yourself. Right hand plants on the ground. Left fingertips reach up. And we take those big arm circles back, reaching through the left fingertips, sitting back onto your heels, and then following fingertips with your gaze as you make giant circles through the shoulder. And we'll take one more. Exhale, finding your all fours position again. We're actually going to melt the chest in and down towards the ground, coming all the way down onto our bellies. Hands can come under the shoulders, and we're going to just take a baby cobra here. So you're going to press into the ground, lifting up, engaging the glutes, being strong through the tops of your feet, opening through the chest, engaging the shoulder blades, and then exhale to come back down. Let's take two more of those. So on your inhale, engage the upper back, pressing into the mat, opening through the chest, only as far as feels good for your back. And exhale to come back down. And we have one more like that. Good job. Pressing through the palms now, bending the legs, and we're going to sit all the way back into a child's pose. Just hang out here. Feel free to make this a little bit more of an active child's pose by pressing energetically into the fingers, or you can let it all hang out. Just take up as much space as possible, allowing your forehead to find the mat. And we'll take 3 deep breaths in here together. Now, we're going to press up and back into down dog, and then if you're feeling like a pigeon, we're going to go into pigeon pose. If you don't feel like going into pigeon, no worries. I will show you an alternative to get a hip opening stretch that you can do from a seat. So pressing forward, we come to all fours. Tuck the toes, press the hips up and back, coming into a down dog here. Feel free to pedal through the feet, stretching out the calves, allowing the knees to be as bent as is necessary here, whatever is feeling good for you. Pressing energetically through the palms here, engaging the upper back. And now, as I mentioned, we are going to go into pigeon. So I'm going to grab my towel. You can use a blanket or a pillow. And you're going to want to fold it a couple of times if you're using a towel or a blanket, just to give you a little bit more height. So get your bolster ready. And we're going to come into a downward dog. And lift the right leg up and back, stepping it forward, allowing that shin to come as parallel to the front of the mat as is possible, allowing your right hip to sit on that pillow or bolster, giving you a little bit more lift here so you can really work on keeping the hips level, which is the most important part of this pose. So feel free to hang out here. And if you're like, nope, don't want to do pigeon, just hang out for a sec. I'll meet you in seat and we will do an alternative. If you are in pigeon and want a little bit more though, before I move into a seat, you could just walk your hands out, coming onto your forearms, allowing your chest to be heavy, melting towards the mat. Wherever you're doing, just don't forget to breathe. Breathe into your hip and unclench your jaw. So hang out there. If you're like, no pigeon for me today, that's cool. Let's take a seated figure 4 stretch instead. So you'll find a comfortable seat with your legs bent in front of you. And you're going to place your hands behind you, crossing your right foot over your left knee, coming into your figure 4. And now, the more you walk this left foot towards your butt, the more you're going to feel the stretch. So you can kind of play around with it there. And this is a good progression if you're not quite ready to go into pigeon. Wherever you are, let's take a few more deep breaths in together. If you're on your seat, go ahead and switch over and go to the other side. If you are in pigeon, you want to slowly unravel your bent leg. So you'll press your way back up to seated. Extend your leg back behind you. You can hit downward dog real quick. Give yourself a little pedal out if that feels good. And then move your blanket over to the other side. Getting ready for pigeon on the left side. Left leg extends. Shin comes forward, trying to get parallel, but probably not parallel, and that's totally fine. More important is that both of your hips are pointing towards the front of your mat. You may even want 2 pillows beneath that hip. Totally cool. This is my super tight side, so I don't know if I can go down anymore. Some days, the left side is not great. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Imagining an opening and a relaxing through the left hip. And on your next breath, wherever you are, find a comfortable seat on your mat. And get rid of your blanket. You don't need it anymore. And come to find a comfortable seat. I'm going to turn and face you so you can see what we're doing. We are almost done. We're just going to end with a few more seated postures, a couple more twists, and then you can be on your way. So sitting up nice and tall, legs can be crossed or out in front of you, whatever feels best. Let's find a little bit of length through the side body. So right fingertips are going to come to the mat and left fingertips are going to reach up and over. Think about keeping the chest open, gazing up. And we'll reach over to the other side. Left fingertips to the mat. Switching back to the other side again. Left fingertips reach over. This time we're going to take our hands out in front of us, almost like the hands of a clock. And you're going to slowly walk them around in a circle, stretching out all through the back line of the body. And when we reach the other side, we're reaching the fingertips up to the sky. And if you are sitting cross-legged like I am, just go ahead and switch the cross of your feet. Give the other one a little bit of a chance. And we're going to extend the right fingertips up again. And then over to the other side. One more time. And again, both sets of fingertips now to the mat. And we're going to slowly walk our hands around like the hands of a clock. Beautiful. Coming all the way back up to seated. And to end things, we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So go ahead and uncross your feet if they are crossed. And actually, if you have your pillow still, you might want it. I unfortunately can't reach mine, but if I had it, I would put it right underneath my chest here and allow myself to fold forward over onto the pillow. And just having a little bit of extra support in front of you can make this a lot more restorative. It can help you stay in the pose longer, which usually means it's more beneficial, get more out of it. With every inhale, think about stretching through the crown of your head. With every exhale, trying to fold forward, hinging at the hips here. And if you can manage it, you can try to bring your head and your chest down onto your blanket, your pillow, or your bed, wherever you're doing this. And let's take 3 deep breaths in here together. If you have time, I invite you to hang out here for as long as you can. If you have to get back to your day, slowly engage through the abs and use your hands to slowly walk yourself back up into a seated position. You can shake out the legs. Maybe you want to come into a butterfly position with your soles of your feet together, sitting up nice and tall here. With our last inhale, reaching the fingertips up to the sky. And on the exhale, cactus the arms out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades down and back. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this very gentle, easy stretch. If you did, please check out my stretching playlist. I have a ton of other stretching videos that you'll probably enjoy too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.